Final Fantasy, which opens in July. Chris Riker has more on this games to movies phenomenon.
Poised for stardom, Dr. Aki Ross is already a sex symbol. That might seem strange, as the black-haired beauty is a complete fake, designed for Columbia's Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within.
Here they come.
But the others. Dr. Sid!
Keep eyes will take care of them. Come on.
Dr. Ross appears as a researcher trying to rid Earth of phantom-like aliens in the year 2065. A digital fantasy, she has appeared on the cover of the Hottest 100 supplement of the men's magazine Maxim. Dr. Ross began her career as the main character in the highly successful Final Fantasy video game series. She's not alone in making the move from computers to the big screen this summer, joining Lara Croft, portrayed by real-life Angelina Jolie in Paramount's Tomb Raider.
Time to save the universe again, then, is it? Absolutely.
Could it be a breakout summer for video game spin-offs? Video games have moved into the adult mainstream, and Hollywood has noticed.
It's basically join them, go with the flow. And video games are the flow now, that's for sure.
Final Fantasy is the riskier of this summer's two video game spin-offs. For one, Columbia hired the original designer of the video game, Hironobu Sakaguchi, to direct the movie. And the studio gave him a big budget, according to many reports about $100 million. Sakaguchi says his dream has been to fuse the technical wizardry of video games with the visual effects of movies. His design team hired 200 gamers and programmers to first develop the technology, then create the digital world where Dr. Ross lives and fights aliens. They focused on making the human characters as lifelike as possible, giving them realistic facial expressions and even natural skin texture. But the revolutionary computer animation could still be a box office bust.
No animated movie aimed at adults has ever made big box office. Only children's animated movies.
Some observers say Lara Croft thus has the better shot. Angelina Jolie is one of Hollywood's hottest stars at the moment.
Don't start.
Paramount reportedly spent $80 million on the feature, building huge lifelike sets and going on location at Cambodia's Angkor Wat Temple. But the movie industry sees other numbers. Squaresoft, the maker of the Final Fantasy video game series, says it has sold over 30 million copies. And the maker of the Lara Croft series, Eidos, has reportedly sold about 17 million copies. Whether or not video games conquer the movie industry, the line is already blurred. The games themselves look more and more like movies, with more and more complicated plots.
Okay, now what?
Other video games mentioned as candidates for the big screen: Duke Nukem, Max Payne, Perfect Dark, Resident Evil, and Redneck Rampage. Brace yourselves.